All right.
What? That's like literally
No, it's all right. It's all right.
that's like one
Change
of
the colors or
yeah,
something.
the change of colors.
I
Like
guess
that's
you-
like, I mean, ask anybody.
I don't think it looks as great as in Illinois. If you've gone to Kentucky in the fall, dude,
Why
Kentucky's so good.
everything is just better in Kentucky?
Dude, I'm just saying.
Why
Some
don't you
states.
go back?
All right. Episode 13.
Welcome back to the What Are We Doing podcast, home of the What Are We Doings, and also it's a podcast.
Yep. Episode 13.
Episode 13. I mean, I'm going to keep saying it. They didn't want us to have a bigger pool than Kanye, but look at us. We got mic stands. How you doing?
I think Drake's got a bigger pool than Kanye.
I think
I know you're going to go.
it ain't the only thing that's bigger, my friend.
Yep.
I'm imagining. I mean, obviously, I've never
No
seen-
idea. No clue.
I could ask Cam,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I would assume. Just,
Speculation.
you know what they say about assuming.
Speculation.
You know what they say about assuming, but I would have to assume. Because,
If you know, you know.
yep, haven't slept since.
No way.
What's new, man?
Oh, man. Just.
How's the knee feeling?
Knee is kneeing, you know? It's.
Nope. Tell me more.
It feels good.
Do what you just did by explaining, but more elaborately.
Okay.
Please.
Knee feels good 75% of the time. Other 25% of the time, I want it amputated.
60% of the time, it works. Every time.
What's that from?
You ever seen Anchorman?
No. Is that with Will Ferrell?
You seen it? We need to get him educated on certain things, I think.
What is he, like a news person?
He's an Anchorman.
Is that what that means? Is that what that means? Actually, though? I honestly never heard it
Oh my
called
God.
an anchorman, I don't think.
Welcome to Earth. You've never heard...
I don't think so.
It's like their official job title.
Kind of a bogus name.
Why?
I don't know. Just
What
are
that's
they
a tough
anchoring?
name. I would want to be known as the Anchor Man.
Nah, what anchor means probably
We
what,
want
like
to be known
sturdy
as
or
the
something.
Float Away Man.
The news people are never right.
What does anchor mean?
Yeah,
Like it holds it down.
yeah.
BLP. Hold it. Isn't it kind of frustrating a little bit how just all day long all I can think is memes and videos that I've seen?
I didn't have anything like that. So like memes that people say
Like Vines. Did you ever have a
like,
Vine?
No, like I was like,
Did
I
you,
have no
Micah?
clue what you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean,
Like TikTok, I can follow now, but like some of
Yeah.
those old things that you guys say, like I'm like, I look dumb because I don't know it.
there's just like so many, like an unreal amount of just dumb garbage that just lives rent free in my head. And then somebody says something and I'm like, oh,
It makes you think of that
Yeah.
moment.
or Family Guy clips, honestly, too. Like, that also hangs out rent free. Just random.
Are they still making Family Guy?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's gotta be 20 seasons deep, right?
Yeah.
Same characters, like not characters,
Yeah.
same actors.
I think so. I don't know of anybody that's.
It's
Like-
funny how I always thought it was weird when you hear the voice of an animated show or TV, like a movie or something, and then you see the actor.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like when I do this a lot. I don't know if you do this. When I am told about someone or I hear someone without seeing them, I instantly put a picture in my head of what they're
Yeah.
like, what they
Yeah.
look like.
Mm-hmm.
And I am 99.9%
Wrong.
always wrong.
Yeah. I do that with podcasts sometimes. Like
Like who?
just like Trey put me on to No Dunks,
Yeah.
which is like
Yeah.
one of my favorite basketball podcasts. And the first time that I watched because they have a YouTube just like us, go follow us on Instagram. You can listen to our podcast on Spotify, Apple, Now you can jump on YouTube and you can find us on YouTube. You can watch this whole video right now. If you're listening and not watching, you could be watching instead. Not judging. I'm just happy you're watching. But the first time I jumped in there, I was like, no way that's what those people look like. You know?
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
like, especially listening to, like, I mean, you're just imagining who you're hearing
Yeah,
for
exactly.
an hour or whatever, and then you get in there and you're like, what?
I wonder what people, if there's anyone that doesn't actually know us and they're listening to
Yeah.
this, what they think we look like.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I do that all the time though, and I'm always wrong. And it's like, but then I'm always wrong, and then I still can't picture them the way they actually are, if that makes sense. Like I always,
Yeah.
when I think of that person or that voice or whatever, I still think of it the way that I
Yeah.
first originally thought of it.
It's still, right, it's hard to, like, because you've,
Break-
like,
yeah.
already almost made a connection
Created that,
to that.
relationship with
yeah.
that. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Like, your brain is, like, it can justify them being two separate people.
Yeah, exactly. It's our brains are weird, man.
Yeah.
I have this app that I downloaded yesterday because I was curious. I saw it
Mm-hmm.
on I think it was an ad for TV or something. But basically, it doesn't record. I tell it when I go to sleep, and I tell
Yeah.
it when I want to wake up, and it like has a microphone and it records my sleep, and so it can tell if I'm actually sleeping, just based off of movement and everything, and like
And
yeah, and that's what I was gonna get at. That's what I was gonna get at. It records different sounds, so like
so if you,
I
like,
can go
if
back-
you do just a huge fart,
Dude,
it's like,
I fart all the
Fart
time when I
at
sleep,
3:04
bro.
a.m.
I fart all the time when I sleep. Sometimes I wake up
from
because I
3:04 to
farted, bro.
3:08. Dude,
Like-
farting yourself awake is crazy.
No, sometimes for real. I don't know how, but dude, it's also a fart thing. The other day, for real, I had the craziest fart I've ever had in my entire life. It was literally cheeks clapping fart. Like I've never had it like that, bro. And like it wasn't a struggle to come out, if that makes sense. It would just like happen, and it was like the craziest force. It was insane, bro. Anyways, back to the thing though.
Can I ask what you ate?
I don't even remember. I just remember I was like,
I feel like
oh my
I
goodness.
feel like if I had something like that, I'd like write it down.
I should have,
like-
honestly.
Just
Sometimes moments like that, I wish I had like it
instant
on video
replay.
or something. Yeah.
Have a little instant replay. Yeah.
I have some digestive problems. I really do. Sometimes my stomach is so messed up.
Mitch Griffin said that we talk too much about peeing and pooping on this podcast.
I feel like we really haven't.
We haven't in a while, for
Yeah,
sure.
We did early,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
My bad. But back to
Just
that.
say you're sorry to Mitch.
My bad, Mitch. Go Tigers. But last night I was listening to my recordings because I had like one on there when I woke up, and it has like 10 recordings. So I was just listening to it, and it like breaks it down to like, this was a snore, this was you snoring, this is just
Yeah,
a random
yeah.
noise. Dude, it blew my mind. There was a noise at like 4 a.m. of the train going by. First off, the train isn't even close to my house. I mean,
Loud?
it is.
The windows
like-
open or no?
No, not in my room.
Huh.
It picked it up so clear, and I was like, how did I not wake up to that?
Yeah.
Like listening to it, I was like, how did I not wake up to that? And also, why is it so loud? It's like 3 blocks away.
Right. Yeah.
Like it'd be different if it was your parents' house.
Right. Where it's like in their backyard.
Yeah, I hated spending the night there in a train going by because they go by at least twice a night.
I think it helped me be a heavier sleeper.
I'm sure you got used to it. I'm
Yeah.
sure it was never a problem for you.
No. It was, I mean,
Isn't that weird how that works?
oh yeah.
The mind, man. Does some crazy things.
So, sorry if you can hear our dogs barking. We have neighbors who have dogs. Now they're barking in the house. Because the ones across the street were barking at the one who's at the end of the lane. So, I'm not sure if you can hear it or not, if it's just going to... Maybe we can put some
We'll
dog
figure it
bark
out. We'll
noises
figure
in
it
there. But
You were saying something?
our apologies. Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Skidgered.
Isn't it annoying how sometimes brain just can think of the word but can't say it.
Yeah, you can literally picture the word.
Yeah, like Mike.
What was that word? Statistics.
Uh-huh. Dude, I'm hearing a lot of stuff about the hurricane
Which
whole
one?
thing, both. That I don't know. Okay, sorry to bring this up again, but conspiracy TikTok. Every time I open the app, man, it's crazy. So I'm getting essentially they're saying that the government can control the weather.
What?
Somebody was like, "Isn't it crazy that it came from Mexico?"
Things like all come from that direction. Most of them.
It's just how the weathers, man.
That's where the water is.
I just get it's fun to look into that kind of stuff and be kind of about it,
Mm-hmm.
it's fun to think about, right? But to really buy into it. I mean, even one of the things I watched was isn't it crazy how all of the streets and highways leading out of that area are packed full, and on the way in there's no cars? And no shit. They said evacuate. Everyone's leaving. What? Duh.
Yeah.
Right? It's just crazy to me that people are they're really into it. They're like, I mean, it's got to mean something, right? Yeah, it's got to mean that everyone there is smarter than you.
Yeah. Like the hurricane, this past one in Florida that hit. Like all these gas stations, it was 1 in 4 gas stations don't have gas.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How's that happen? I understand that there's gases stored in tanks underneath, but
Mhm.
the hurricane didn't even hit yet. So why was there no gas?
Because everybody's buying it up for their generators.
So
and
why
all
don't
that
they
stuff.
fill it up?
Because it's a risk assessment from semi-drivers, I would assume. If you're running a gas truck for BP, you're probably not going to want to drive into a hurricane.
Well,
knowing
it
that
wasn't
you're
even
not
the
gonna be-
hurricane yet. It was just this was days and days in advance.
Right, and for days and days in advance, people were leaving, so the traffic sucked. So if you're a semi-driver, you get paid to take loads from one place to another place, and it makes more sense to take,
Yeah. I guess that's true.
financially, it makes more sense to do multiple trips somewhere else than
Yeah.
one. You know what I'm saying?
If I was those gas stations that still had gas,
Yeah, you're a monster.
skyrocket those prices,
you are
bro.
terrible.
Oh, you want gas? $10 a gallon. Wouldn't that be crazy? I
You're
actually want to do that.
You're
but
so
I
bad.
don't know. I wouldn't do that, but I'm just saying,
Oh yeah,
it's
you're
just,
super
that's
business minded.
supply and demand, bro.
Isn't it cool how people can say I'm business minded, and what they mean by that is that they will take advantage of you?
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, their bread's more important than anything
Yeah.
else.
I mean, I never said that, but
I know you didn't.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
I
but
wonder
you
if they
did
did.
say that you would.
I mean, it just from a business standpoint, it makes sense.
I guess. I mean, there's people with signs that
Or I'd go to the gas station, and I'd go to Walmart or something first, buy all the gas cans I can, go fill them all up, and then I would sell that gas to other people once the gas station's out of gas. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I would do that.
I still think that's a little messed up. But
How's
I
that
mean,
messed
it makes
up?
sense. Why
What's the difference of me doing that than the gas station doing that?
why not let the gas station do it?
Why can't I do it?
Because you want to make a
We want
profit.
we want the money to go to the people, not
The
to-
people, they are also people that own the gas station.
Yeah, they got plenty. Makes sense.
You're
though. It
talking
makes
about
sense, though.
you're talking about upcharging
not
on a necessity of people who lost their entire livelihoods. I ain't trying to paint you as a villain or anything, but you got a mask on, bruh. You.
All right. You think Tesla people during this time are just idiots? I ain't got to worry about that. until there's no power for
Mike
forever.
seems
but
like he's got something to talk about.
We were talking about that at work. There was like, I don't remember the exact number, but there was a lot of Teslas that were just going up in flames because of floodwater.
Yeah.
Like floodwater hit them and just
Yeah.
poof.
It's a lot of EV stuff.
Can
And
I?
Right.
I'm
Just
I'm
gone.
actually an EV specialist. I don't know what that means, but
You are?
Yeah.
Like for work, you're actually like.
I mean I do know what it means, but like I'm
What does EV stand for?
EV for real. Actually though,
Electronic vehicle. Electric vehicle. Electronic. I knew it. I was wondering if you did. I was just asking.
you were one. I tell you I'm EV certified, and you go, I wonder if you know what that means. That was your first.
Right, this is
thought?
coming from the person that thought frivolous and frugal was
I
the
can
same
pronounce
word.
both of them, and I can almost spell one of them. So, sucks to suck, and you, sir, suck. Yeah, a lot of EVs be catching on fire. You plug them in and go to sleep, and then your family dies, or not, or whatever. Come buy a Hummer. I'm gonna get probably in trouble for that. Whatever. You know the risks of buying any product before you purchase it.
Yeah, exactly. You got to do your research.
Right. Be a smart consumer.
You got it?
We'll see.
There.
But I mean, I saw like videos of these people ran out of gas on their way while they were evacuating, and they were in some like big SUV, and they made a sign that said, "Please save our kids." So they were like trying to get somebody to take their kids to safety. Like that's
Why didn't. Were they stuck or something? Or they like.
they ran out of gas.
Oh, I didn't catch that part. I don't know why. I just completely just blanked. And. Okay, I got you.
This morning, we're recording this on Charlie's birthday. Shout out Charlie, happy birthday. Me and him have been golfing for an hour and a half together. 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Before I looked down at my watch, and I was like, it's the 10th. I got paid today. Wait, it's the 10th of October. It's your Charlie, it's your birthday. And he goes, yeah, I know. And I was like, happy birthday.
I knew it.
I was like, yeah, forgot. Didn't forget. Like, I know when his birthday is. I just, life gets busy.
Are you good with birthdays?
No.
Not at all.
Oh, we were talking about this while you were up here working on stuff. I'm so bad.
Like, you know Maddie's birthday?
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Yes.
probably the only one you
It
really
is
need to know.
It is the 14th of April,
Do you know your anniversary?
May 11th.
Okay. Those are probably the two most important days.
Bango, bongo.
Yeah,
I know that yours is coming up
it is.
on the 22nd
Nope.
first.
Yep.
Dang it.
To be fair.
Mike's is the 22nd.
Actually?
Mike's
Of
is
October?
the 22nd, not of October, of April. Come on now. Brock's, December 5th.
Yeah.
Parker's is
November, I know that.
November 5th.
I don't think it's the 5th.
It's early November.
7th. I want to say 7th. 7th sounds
I don't
right.
think it's the 5th because that would be...
I don't think it's the 5th either.
No.
7th sounds right
I
for some
think-
reason.
I know it's less than 10.
I remember
Can
when
I tell you something Parker does that's so smart?
What?
I don't know if he does it every day, but we had a conversation once about how basically once a day-ish, he'll go onto Snapchat and he'll search for the birthday cake emoji, and it will pop up anybody who has a
birthday it is?
birthday.
He does that every day?
I don't know. It does that. It'll put a
Oh,
cake
no,
by
no,
your
no,
name.
no, no, no. I'm saying every day he takes time out of it to... Let me make sure I ain't missing no birthdays.
What do you do?
Most of them I just know.
When's mine?
August 30th.
When is it? When is it?
It's 30th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if he
Yeah.
changed it.
I always get it mixed up between 30th, 31st.
Jenna's is an exact week after mine. I'm real bad with birthdays,
So
though.
6?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know all my siblings' birthdays and some friends, and that's about it.
Sierra and my mom are the same month, but it's the 12th and 21st, and I get those ones. I get those ones mixed up sometimes.
That is, yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah. You just
I know, right? Like I know that.
text them both on the same day
Yeah.
on the 12th. Happy
Te-
birthday to both of them.
Texting the group
50-50.
chat. Texting the group chat. Say happy birthday. Family chat. Hey, happy birthday.
Yeah, and then there you go. That's smart.
It's sad.
Smart.
Yep.
At least you knew it was someone's birthday.
I'm just bad with scheduling things in general. Like this is pretty sorry, that probably popped pretty hard. This is pretty embarrassing, but like there would be times for like baseball where I would go to school and then I'd be like, "We have a game today?" Like, "Yeah."
Really?
In Elmwood. And I'm like, "Oof. Crazy."
Go home at lunch, get my stuff.
Go get my stuff.
I was like, I'm not the person to have like a planner or put anything in my phone about schedule. Never, ever done that. School stuff, basketball stuff, never done that. And it hasn't affected me at all. Homework stuff, usually I forget about it until the class before, and then I'm hammering it out.
Yeah.
That's when I work the best.
Yep.
Crunch time.
Yep. Are you a big procrastinator?
Dude. I think I'm one of the best at procrastinating and doing my job efficiently still.
Okay, I was gonna say, meaning that you wait the longest, or
Yeah, no joke, my mind works better.
just under pressure.
I wouldn't say necessarily,
Mine does.
not necessarily under pressure, but like it works better and faster when it's due like very soon.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the amount of times I've like had a paper in college. I'm like, I'm actually going to try to work on this a little early, and I do, and my mind's just blank. I can't figure anything out.
What was your favorite subject?
In high school?
Yeah.
In high school, I enjoyed I'm trying to think of, I don't know if I had a favorite subject. I just enjoyed certain classes, if that makes sense.
Sure. Yeah.
Like there was like senior year English was one of my favorite classes just because I was with everyone, all my friends, and we're in the hall a lot. And so like
that was fun.
it wasn't necessarily that I enjoyed English. It was that I enjoyed that class. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Or like Spanish.
I honestly, I loved composition classes. Like I love writing.
I got better at it like in college because I had to do it a lot more.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't mind it, but it wasn't like, I don't know.
I got a in composition 101 at ICC. I got an A- on the musical excellence of Little Uzi Vert.
It was a paper?
It was a paper.
Musical
So it
excellence.
was like a 5-page paper that we had to write about something. Like
Yeah.
basically she said pick some form of art and write a paper on it, and I said this is art. She was like, I can't argue, and your paper is really well written, so here's an A-.
I will say that, and I'm going to throw myself under the bus, and I also want to talk about this because I just thought of it as well. I remember in high school, we had to do a research paper, right? Like a huge research paper. So we'd choose our topic and we write about it.
Yep.
Mine was about something with like one and done or something in college athletes being one and done, okay?
Yep.
And college,
I remember you writing that.
Yeah, in college I had to write multiple papers, and I got really good at, like, that paper was a research paper. My next paper was an argumentative paper, and I just chose. We can fix that in a second. I just took the same paper and just
Yeah.
changed it.
Yeah.
And technically, I guess that's plagiarism, but that makes zero sense to me why that's plagiarism. It kind of ticks me off. It's like, bro, it's me. You know?
Yeah, but
Like, I wrote it. I should be able to change it however I want and use it. Does that make sense?
oh yeah, I agree 100%.
But, like, for some reason,
Like,
that's plagiarism.
it is really dumb because it's like it's as much plagiarism as it is like you're still using your own thoughts. As long as you didn't plagiarize the first one you
Yeah,
wrote,
exactly.
like it's still your thoughts.
Yeah, so why can't I just
Unless your thoughts have changed.
throw them in another paper and just change it to be argumentative this time?
Exactly.
I did that, I
Like,
think, in
I mean,
college.
It's literally like it's the same concept. It's the same thought. Like it
Yeah, it's stupid that it's plagiarism, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
that's goofy.
I did that multiple times in college using papers from high school and just rewrote it.
We'll talk fantasy football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got a question.
You know how much I love fantasy football.
Yeah,
Still
because you
undefeated?
don't do
No.
anything.
Who'd you lose to?
Brock.
Brock smoked you. I remember that. Shout out Brock taking out another
No,
undefeated guy.
don't shout Brock out.
No,
Unshout Brock out.
To be fair, I kind of helped him draft that entire team.
To be fair, for
Um,
score.
I did beat you, Mike. I did beat you, didn't I?
Yeah, you got lucky.
Lucky.
You got lucky.
All right. What was your fantasy thing you wanted to bring up? Why are you laughing?
I'm just got proposed a trade, and I don't know how I feel about it.
What are you laughing about?
His caller ID. His call. His not caller ID. His voicemail is so bad. It's so bad.
Hold on. I made the voicemail when I was like 15.
Okay, you haven't
Okay.
had time to change it since then.
I don't ever pay attention to my own voicemail.
No.
Yeah, I understand that you don't call yourself.
I have someone who is way worse.
Who? Remember when it used to be a thing for like fake call me?
Bring.
The voicemail box has not been set up. No. Remember when people used to like they go, "Hello?" Fake call me again.
Ring.
Hello? What's going on? And then they would
Dude.
go through the whole thing,
Dude.
and then you'd be like talking about something random, then and it would like get off track, and then they'd be like, just gotcha.
Parker had one like that.
Yeah, I know it sucked.
It was funny.
It was hilarious.
Because there would be multiple times it was
But
like...
he also never answered his phone. So,
Yeah.
which it's such a like, it's such a crazy concept for a joke because you don't even get to see.
What happens? Or the response.
Yeah,
I guess you do.
if they leave a voicemail, I was just hung up,
Oh.
and it got to the point where
yeah.
I like knew, based off how he said
The first
hello
thing.
or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
I knew. Okay, I just hung up.
I don't like when people are like I don't like when people text better than they answer faster when you text than when you call. I don't know if that I'm trying to think of how to word that. For example, I call my dad. He hardly ever answers his phone when someone calls him.
Yeah.
You text him, he's gonna answer. It's like
Yeah.
I mean sometimes I'm sure he's doing stuff,
you-
but like usually like I can call him and then he doesn't answer, and I'll text him as soon as I'm done calling him. He'll answer within seconds.
Okay, 2 questions. One, are you bigger on texting or calling? If it's something just like fairly quick.
Depends how urgent I need to answer. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, for example, when we had to cut down those branches, that was an easy text to my mom, but I called her because I wanted to answer right away.
Right. Yes. Okay.
But if it's like, I know what you're saying. Like, some people call you for the dumbest things, and it's like that
Yeah.
could have been a text.
Yes.
But I mean, I feel that way too. But I normally just call when it's like, I need to get your answer like right now.
Yeah. Okay. My
Does that make
second my second thing was going to be, does it annoy you that I love to call?
No.
I like I just find being on the phone way more enjoyable than texting.
Yeah. It's like you get more out of it.
Depending on who it is. So like you two, Brock, Caleb, Dawson, like Charlie, obviously, like
Yeah.
are all. I would rather just call you because if it turns into a 5-minute conversation instead of a 2-second text, cool. I got to talk to you for an extra,
exactly.
couple minutes like that.
If I like get a call from someone and it's like calling's nice because it's just like you don't have to answer. You know, it's like if I don't have if I don't like, for example, if you're calling me to ask me something or to talk or whatever, it's like it's either okay, I had the time to talk about this because it's like I know it's not gonna probably be a quick 30-second conversation.
Right.
If I don't, I just don't answer and I say what's up, or I just wait to call you back till I can. You know.
Sometimes I'll text, and then like if you don't answer within a minute or two, I'll call you, and then, but not like in a okay, come on, answer me. Wait, just like a. Then if you don't answer, and then I'm like, okay, well he's just busy. Then when you see my missed call, you can see my text and be like, oh, okay, well here's what the issue was. I'm not saying like I text you and then I'm like, okay, it's been 30 seconds. What could you possibly be doing?
I mean, a minute and 30 seconds is not much different.
I said a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Meaning like
again, it's
5
like
to 10 minutes. If you don't answer, I'll call you, and then if you don't, then it's like, all right, we already know what I needed.
I mean, it all comes back to like how fast do I need to answer?
Yeah.
Like if I text my mom and I'm trying to figure something out and it's 30 minutes later, it's like, all right, I'm going to call you now.
Yes.
Because at least it's like what you were saying. I call her, and even if she can't talk, she hangs up. But then she sees my text of like what I originally was wanting. So then hopefully she answers that.
Right.
You know? So it's like, I think a call is kind of like a trying to get their attention kind of thing.
I think it's frustrating when people don't have good like text etiquette. Meaning
what?
Like just saying like I didn't get on my mom the other day, but like I essentially like encouraged her, and it wasn't the other day, it was a little while back, but she always said K with just a K.
Dude, yeah.
And I was
I'm like, are you pissed at me?
Right.
Kind of
I'm
thing?
like,
yeah.
that means like
you're mad or something.
Right.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
So some of it's just like not knowing. Yeah. And I mean, my mom like hasn't.
No, and
right. But like, it is annoying. Like, I overthink everything.
Yeah.
Like
a text is so hard. Yeah, text is so hard to read sometimes.
Right. And it is really frustrating to me. I think that's why I like phone calls so much, because I can hear your voice inflection.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're texting and you're annoyed, I can't tell. But if we're on the phone and you're annoyed about something, then it's like, okay, well, let's figure this problem out.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's for me, like our generation understands like the different things between okay and K, you know?
Right.
And so it's like
okay and OKAY.
Yeah. So like we understand those differences. So like if I'm annoyed texting someone else that's like for you and me are texting, for example, and I'm annoyed, like I'll make it obvious.
Right.
Like I'll do the OKAY kind of thing, or just a K, or like add periods, or because I never punctuate any of my texts. So if I like add periods or something, like to make that obvious, but like other people, like our parents, like they don't quite understand that. So it like I understand like sometimes it is like crazy hard to understand.
It's almost like its own version of like slang in a text. Like I don't know.
Two things.
If that makes sense.
Mom, I love you. And she does the same thing with the K.
Yeah.
And I think I brought it up to her, and I started to understand, just leave it. Like, I know she's not mad at me.
Right.
But also, she'd be doing the thumbs up emoji a lot. And she, like, I'll be saying something. I'll send her something, and then it's just a thumbs up emoji back. It's
which,
like,
that is such, it might as well send the middle finger.
Yeah, it's like it's like, okay, like, thumbs up.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah, like a thumbs up to me is like,
read that.
Yeah, a thumbs up to me is like, cool, shut up, like I don't care kind of thing, or something, or like, I don't know.
That
It's
is
like-
so funny. I see it the same way.
Yeah, so it's like I see the thumbs up when it's just by itself as a
You
negatory
text me
thing.
and you're like, "Hey, I just pooped," and I'm like,
Yeah, it's like, why are you texting me right now, kind of thing,
Yeah.
or like, so, Mom, probably shouldn't do that no
"I
more.
love you, Rachel."
But no, yesterday, so this is gonna talk about slang, kind of, and I didn't realize how crazy, like, how the difference between generations of understanding what words meant.
Mm-hmm.
And so yesterday I was telling my sister and my mom about played ping pong with my boss, right?
Yeah.
And the exact words I said was, I played ping pong today, and some of the players were disgusting. And Leah knew what I was saying,
Yeah.
and Leah was like, "Disgusting is a negative word. Like you,
Right.
like
Well, it's
What
the
are you
same
trying to
thing
get
if
at?
you're like, "Oh, she's bad."
yeah." And so then my mom's like, "Yeah," like she had no clue what I was trying
Yeah,
to get at.
Right.
And I was like, disgusting, like I'm disgusting at golf or something. Like
Yeah. It's
it's like a
I don't know. People use
really good kind of thing.
right.
And like we were just talking about how like the difference of like also like I don't even know when or how disgusting became something like
Yeah. Well, it's kind of annoying how fast, like, you kind of fall out of some of that stuff. Like, there's a lot of things that, like, even Forrest Stout said, I'm like,
dude,
what?
I subbed a lot last year when I was in Kentucky,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the middle schoolers had some words, and I was like, I can get some.
Okay, listen, if you're doing that, you need to go in the other room.
There's like sometimes they say stuff and I can't think of any examples. Or mewing. Mewing, you know what mewing is? I didn't either, and I'm gonna butcher the spelling or whatever. I guess it's something to do with like doing something to make your jawline better or something. It's like something you do and they go like this or something.
Oh,
And it's like
dude, it's
it's
that,
like do you mew? And I was like, what does that even mean? And so they were trying to
sounds like
explain it to me.
it's like a cat. Mew.
What? Sounds more like a car.
Okay, sure.
I can't wait to figure out when like we're grandparents and figure out what the new words are.
I think it happens like fast. Because I mean, even like Dan at work, shout out Dan again, but you're not gonna like this. Like, I teach him and Jake words sometimes that are like, even like fire,
Yeah.
stuff like that, where I'll be walking around and like, ooh, that's fuego, and they're like,
Fuego.
yeah,
Fuego was
like-
literally Spanish though.
yeah,
like, it's
right.
not even
It's not even anything special. It's literally just
a Spanish word for fire.
right. Or this song's a banger, or this is like
Yeah.
whatever. And then sometimes I'll be walking around and they're like, "Oh, dude, this chili cheese dog is banger," and I'm like,
Nope. Not
It's-
correct.
"It might be a lot of things, but I don't think it's that."
Bussin' maybe would be a better
Bussin'?
term for that.
Yeah, sure.
Fire.
Fire is like the just kind of catch all.
It's kind of crazy the drop off too of like ages that get it and don't. Like there's a guy, he was my intramural coach or not coach, my boss at Asbury, and he graduated probably 4 or 5 years before I got to college, right? So he's probably close to 30, but he's not 30 yet. So he's still young, right? There was times people were texting in this chat just like phrases or like words like if you know, you know kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he was like, he had to ask me, he's like, what does this mean? I'm like, how do you not know what that means?
I feel like some things are just like,
if you're my
kinda
parents, okay, I can
self-explanatory.
if you're my parents, okay, I can understand that.
Yeah.
But you're like, you were literally just in college. Like you guys didn't text
Yeah,
like this.
like, maybe they don't. Maybe we're different. I don't think so. I don't think that we would be the only ones that are different.
Yeah, I text a lot.
How am I supposed to text you, bro? Like,
I'm not typing out
Good-
if you know, you
good
know.
morrow, sir. 'Tis been a coon's age. Right? What's that mean?
What?
A coon's age?
A
What's that
while
mean?
ago? Hot minute?
'Tis been a fortnight.
No.
Yeah, that's a fortnight. Just means a long time.
Really?
Google it.
I don't think it does.
I'm pretty sure. I looked it up. I think when Fortnite was big.
Because you just want to know
I
what
was like,
Fortnite meant.
What is? Because it's not. I was like, why in a fort for the night?
I just thought of the first time I played Fortnite ever.
Uh-huh.
It was you, me, and Charlie. And you guys haven't played like that much before. Like we were all pretty new to it. And I just remember playing, and I was dead already.
That game had me messed up, bro.
I was dead already. I was watching you, and you died because you fell off a cliff, like slipped and couldn't build, and you died. And Charlie was like, "Brady, what just happened?" You're like, "I got shot." Like he's like, "No, you didn't. You fell, didn't you?" And you're like, "Yeah."
It says it in the little kill feed. Fell to fall damage.
It was so funny because it was like the first time, and we all sucked, and we just like were trying to figure out how to play the game, and you just like tried building, fell off the cliff, died. The little
Dude, I was playing with Toll once, and this is one of, I don't know. There's so many Fortnite memories, but this is up there. I died, and I was so mad because we were like about to win, and I died on some garbage, whatever. But I punched my dresser, and it was like I don't know. This dresser's like a freaking family heirloom. It's made out of wood bricks or something. I don't know, but Tolan goes. All I heard was, "Damn it, bang!" And then my like really faint voice because my headphones fell off my head when I stood up. Me whimpering around the room going, I think I broke my wrist. I think I broke my wrist.
Fortnite had us in shambles, bro. It really did sometimes. You remember, like, everyone used to, like, post pictures of them winning.
I saw their story. It was such a flex. You get, like, 4 of them in a night, and you're like, yeah, someone's going to have to hold all these ladies off me tomorrow.
It's like... crazy. Like, your first win ever, okay, that's kind of dope.
Yeah.
But then it's like 6 in the same night. It's like, bro, no one cares.
No one cares. No one ever cared.
Games like that, man, I kind of want to run Fortnite back just to run it back one time.
I would. I'd do it.
I
love Fortnite. I would be actually kind of scared to see how much time I've spent on that game.
Oh, I remember looking at one point. I don't know.
Like, I would have to assume it's probably close to, like, a week of, like, 24 hours.
No.
Not like a...
No.
You think longer?
Oh. I bet you
think a month?
Brady, I bet it's more than that.
What's,
How many?
I could literally... If I had my phone... I wish I had my phone. We got to get a camera.
Can you do it on there?
Can someone buy us a camera? If you're listening to the podcast and you have...
$200 to spare.
You got a couple $100 to throw at What Are We Doing podcast.
Greatly appreciate
It would be so sick because the amount of times I want to use my phone and can't because I just happen to have the best camera on my phone. You know.
This may be wrong numbers, and I'm going to check real quick in it. But I remember one time I wanted to see how much I played a game. And
I guess we could just pause the podcast for a
and
second
I
and actually
looked up how many, like I looked it up. And like it gives you the stats, you know? I believe it said like 10,000 plus hours.
10,000 hours?
You know how much that is?
No.
Divide that by 24, it's like 416 days.
So over a year? That can't be right.
Brady, we played that game religiously for
that is
like
true.
4 or 5 years.
Like 5 years.
Think about the all-nighters we pulled on that. It was not a week. You thought we played 100 and some hours.
Huh.
It's probably super
yeah,
scary.
That's actually.
It's probably super scary to see
Yeah,
those
yeah, yeah.
numbers.
I bet it is actually pretty bad. I'm like in the top, whatever. I think we've talked about this before, actually.
Basketball players.
No, I think I'm in the top like something percent for like duo wins and kills.
I'm sure it's
and
way past now, but yeah. You used to be able to see all your stats.
I still can. I looked the other day. I was
Screenshot, post it.
well.
Flexing.
Somebody at work was saying how they're like, oh yeah, I'm gross at this. I'm like, shut up.
No, you
I was like, no, you ain't. I got more wins than you have kills, buddy. Shut up.
The best was all-nighters at the same
Dude.
place with 4 screens, 4 systems, and just
Yeah,
that was the best.
yeah. What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
Should run it back.
I would.
Just don't have a house with Wi-Fi that good anymore.
Yeah. It'll play though. This all stemmed because of Mike's one question. So I feel really bad.
We never got to even. We never talked about fantasy football. How did we?
You some of a ringtone and then just ran with it.
Oh,
Voicemail. All right, what was that draft?
This is Mike. Leave a message. Hey.
You guys were talking about Fortnite. I just looked up how many hours I played Call of Duty. It's not great.
Like Warzone.
Not
It doesn't specify Warzone. That's all I play. So probably.
Yeah, I got you.
Just take a guess.
Is it 10,000 hours?
No, way lower than that.
Lower.
Yeah, way lower.
I think 2,300.
Lower.
Lower. 1,300.
Close.
1,200.
1306.
It's like 11 and some change. Still though, that's
a lot.
yeah,
When
not great.
when did you start playing?
Well, yeah.
Call of Duty or Warzone?
Both.
I mean, Warzone was
Is that
in
I've played Call of
college.
Duty since I was like 12.
well? What's recorded on there?
I ain't got no water right here. Nah, I don't know.
Casey's sponsor us.
Fire. All right, what was the question though?
So I
The
got proposed a
draft.
trade. Debo Samuel for David Montgomery.
I
You
had
give?
Montgomery on
Who
my
do you
bench
give?
I
last
give
week,
Montgomery.
and if I would have had him,
I
playing,
get
would've
Debo.
won.
All right.
But I have on that same team, Jamar Gibbs or Jameer, whichever one it is.
Lamar.
Like just running back wise, I have Tony Pollard, Kenneth Walker, Jameer Gibbs, David Montgomery. Those are my running backs.
And your wide receivers?
The wide receivers aren't great. I've got Lazard, Ridley, Williams, and I have Puka, but he's on the IR.
That's your wide receivers? Then I take that in a heartbeat. Because you need wide receivers.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, it seems like a no-brainer, but then I mean,
Yeah.
like, Montgomery's just
Montgomery is hard to get.
he's like because they have Gibbs and he gets yards, but it seems like every time they get in the red zone, they put
You have
Montgomery in.
Gibbs and Montgomery?
I have both.
Try giving him Gibbs.
Yeah,
I don't know. I like Montgomery a
it's just,
lot.
I do too. It's just they use him in the red zone so much.
I know, exactly. I mean, Gibbs
That's
is
what
great
I'm
too,
stuck on because I know I need receivers, but
though. That's tough. I'm in another league with some guys from Kentucky, and they like to trade a lot. They like to try to trade a lot, but some of their trades are horrible.
A lot of people
Like
do that.
the worst trades I have ever seen. Like they are
A
bad
lot of people
trades.
do that to try and get you to like literally accidentally hit accept.
And I don't think that's what they're trying to do. But I understand. I could see that theory. But there's some bad trades. If I had the time to look at my phone and do it, I would. But it's crazy. There's me and this 2 other guys are in a group chat, and we send each other trades that we get from people all the time, and we're like, dude, what are they thinking?
Yeah.
And it's funny because we're like the 3 that like everyone understands football well in this league, but for some reason they just send the worst trades.
Yeah.
It makes 0 sense. We want to hop to a little draft. It's been a few weeks.
I'm one thing before.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was looking at our lights that we have in here, and it made me think of this. But is there a better feeling than when you don't have your brights on and somebody thinks you have your brights on, and then
Flash you or
they
something?
flash you, and then you get to flash them back? Like, I'm driving this lifted truck, and literally last night I was coming home. I went and saw Maddie on her work break, and on my way home, this guy flashes me, and I just, here comes the sun, bang! Just on their head top. I could see them in their car go, ah!
It happens a lot nowadays with those LED lights
Yeah.
because they're so bright.
They're so
without
bright.
without the brights
Yeah.
on that everyone
It
thinks
looked
they're on.
like it was dark in their room, and I walked in and flipped the light on. Like, it was...
See their face perfectly.
I didn't even really think about it because my car has automatic brights, so they just turn on and turn off whenever
Yeah.
there's a car,
Yeah.
right? So I find myself when I'm driving a car without that I like just kind of
don't use brights.
don't use my brights until
Yeah.
I think about it, and I hadn't thought about it until they flashed me. So I turned them on, and I was equally as surprised at turning on. Literally, it looked like I turned the sun on. It was hilarious. Like I was fighting for his life.
It's funny when people are wrong and they do that.
Yeah, I love it.
Sometimes,
Sometimes I'd be
I'll be-
warning you about something though.
yeah, like
a
flashing like a
cop.
deer or a cop
deer.
deer.
Yep.
I think it's gosh dang it, dude, something about brights. Oh, I think I do this a lot when I drive. Sometimes I forget that I have my brights on and I'll pass people and they don't
Yeah.
flash me and I pass them and I go, my
Darn.
bad, bro.
Yeah.
My bad.
Ah,
That's on me.
shoot, my bad.
That's
bro.
on me. I do that a lot, honestly, because I ain't got no fancy
Yeah.
Buick that turns my brights off and on for me.
Well.
One day.
Can't all win them.
One day.
Mike.
Draft.
Fun.
That's not.
Do we talk about? I know it's not the right. Na. That's the right one.
Yeah.
Have we talked about the NFL theme song being the same as the Christmas song?
Christmas song.
Listen to me. Sorry, that was a little more stingy than I
No.
thought. So there's the NFL song that goes na 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 da da na da na na da, and then it's like na 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 na.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay, so if you want to go Christmas, you could go da da na na da. It's the same. It's literally the same.
I don't think that's where they got it, though.
No, but it doesn't matter. It's the same.
You can do that with a lot of songs, though. I'm just saying.
Not like that. Where you could just cut it and replace the second.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I feel like you
Give me
could.
another one.
I don't know, but I feel like you
Okay.
could.
Well, I feel like you're wrong. So
But what made you think of that?
I
Like-
was just listening. I was watching football, and I was
Came
just
on
listening.
and you finished the rest of it with the
No, it
Christmas
was
song?
like so. Okay, I'm gonna have to dox myself here. The game wasn't nationally televised, and I didn't have access to it, so I was using a streaming service, and they cut it off at the commercial break, and it only got to that part, and then I was like, "That's so familiar." Because it could also go da na 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 na.
Yeah, it could also probably go to a lot of things or vice versa. I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying.
Wouldn't it be cool if your best friend, whenever you told him something that you thought was really cool, he just was like, "Yeah, that's awesome, man," instead of just absolutely pooping on your ideas that you have? I mean, what a world.
It's not this kind of podcast. Just kidding, bro.
You know that little meme of the fish that's
We
like,
talked about this. I don't know
"Oh."
memes, bro.
You know what I'm talking about? It's
Nope.
like, oh. Really? Do you? Yeah, he does. Do you know that's real? Yeah. I watched like the full video. John at work showed it to me. They literally it's a puffer fish, and they take the puffer fish out of the water, and it like expands and then does whatever. Pufferfish have teeth, or these ones did at least. They're feeding it a carrot, and it like takes a bite of the carrot and then coughs. So it's like, oh. I wish that we could put it up. It's
So it's like a good feeling or something. Is that what that sound like? What's that? Is it just a sound of them eating, or is it a sound of like
No, it's just-
satisfaction?
No, I think it's literally just it was like coughing and didn't know what noise to make to.
Oh.
But
Do
it
they
was
all
just-
do that, or that was just that one
I
scenario?
don't know. I think it was just like that one fish just oh hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know memes.
All
All right, draft. I believe the draft category is all fall, or was it something like that? All things fall.
I wish that our screen worked so
yeah,
that
I
we could
wish I
see,
could see it too. That'd be
how
awesome.
sick the new setup looks
Yeah. So
for your viewing pleasure.
yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you guys like the new screen. If you're not watching on YouTube, you should go watch it on YouTube.
Go check this out, or maybe we'll do it fast enough that we could clip it. Who knows?
Yeah. But the new screen, I think, looks kind of dope. Changes it up a little bit. Gives you something to look at.
Yep.
Follow along. So, all things fall.
I go or you go?
Don't matter to me. I got 2 heaters right off the bat. So
I would love a first pick. If you'll allow it, I'd love a first pick.
I think I want to rock, paper, scissors for this one.
All right.
Because if you take mine, I'd be pissed. We doing one? That's fine. We'll do one.
Give me campfire.
Oh, that was not what I was thinking about.
It's perfect campfire weather. Next.
I mean, I agree, but I think that's a bad pick. But
Okay.
Pick numero uno. I'm glad I got second now because I get it back to back. Pick numero uno. Hoodies. Hoodie weather is fall time, and I love wearing hoodies.
Fall is one of 3 seasons where you can wear a hoodie.
Not true. I mean, yes,
you can't
true.
wear one in
Yes,
winter,
true.
and you
But
can't
when you
wear
think
one in
about it, when you
spring.
think about it, hoodie weather is usually fall time. When it starts turning cold is when you start wearing your hoodies, and then in winter it's a little too cold for a hoodie.
Yeah, if
You
you're
start wearing a coat. I'm just saying. I think that's
All
a
right,
great
no, that's-
association.
Sure.
Number 2, and if you can't argue this one, honestly, I disrespected it by
I'm
not
gonna
putting it
argue
number
so
1.
hard.
Thanksgiving. Right?
Thanksgiving is your second favorite fall activity.
It's not. It doesn't. None of these are. It's not activity. It's all things fall. What associated with fall do you like? And Thanksgiving is fire. It's only in the fall, and it's a time that you can just go ham and eat whatever you want,
Okay.
and the food is fire.
Give me with my second pick.
Oh my gosh!
What?
Nothing. I just thought of another.
I would like to
incredible
go
one.
with how pretty all of our landscape is.
All right.
What? That's like literally
No,
the
it's all right. It's all right.
that's like one of
Change the
the-
colors or
yeah
something.
the change of colors.
I
Like
guess
that's
you-
like. I mean, ask
I
anybody.
don't think it looks as great as in Illinois. If you've gone to Kentucky in the fall, dude, Kentucky's
Why
so good.
everything is just better in Kentucky?
Dude, I'm just saying.
Why
Some
don't you
states,
go back? Please. Don't.
I will.
I need you here. I need you here. I'm so sorry.
You get another one.
I'm gonna go football.
Dang it, that's the one I thought
Yeah.
about, and I should have taken that one early.
Yep.
Football is a great pick. It is a phenomenal pick, but it's also in the winter. 2 months of it. Dang, that sucks. That was a great pick.
You ever just remember that you have free will?
Like to just do whatever.
Yeah.
I take it for granted, I guess. Like sometimes I think about it. Sometimes I'm just life, you know.
Like, if I really wanted to, I could just bite my finger off and like throw it at you. If I
What
wanted
the
to,
heck?
I could. I'm just saying.
First off, I don't think your body, unless you're like actually mentally insane, lets you bite off a finger.
You can like a baby carrot.
I know, but your brain does not
You
let
can't
you.
bite your own off. But if
I
you were
swear
trying to
that's a
strangle me,
thing.
I could do it.
Oh yeah,
Like,
someone
I
else
could
is
bite
easy.
your finger off. Easy.
Yes, I'm saying
I'm
your
just saying,
own.
like,
I just
free
said
will though. Like you just do whatever, whenever, and it's fine.
yeah, you definitely could have
Sorry.
just chose a way different
I know.
scenario. I'm just saying.
trying
I
to
don't-
think.
Where did
I
you
don't
get free
know.
will at from the first place?
Just saw a video before we started recording. I showed it to you. That guy that was. Remember the guy that was sitting there and he was in the wrestling whatever, and he was like me staring at random spots in my room. To
Oh, the
let
ghost.
let the ghost know that I, or make the ghost think I can see him,
Yeah.
and he's just like.
I need this is
3
my
and
third,
4.
3 and 4.
Yep.
Man, you took some of the ones that I liked. I think I'm gonna go with frick, man. What do they call it, man?
That good, huh?
Yeah. I can't think of what the freaking thing is. The donuts, bro. Like from Tanner's.
Apple cider.
That's they're apple cider donuts.
Apple cider donuts. That's what
Is
they
that what they actually are?
Dude, we should go to Tanner's together.
Apple
We should go to
cinnamon. There's
Tanner's
something
together.
cinnamon or something. Oh, well, that's
We should
thinking.
go to Tanner's together.
okay.
And then your next one.
Let's go. I keep thinking like things that are like December-ish, and it's not fall.
Yep.
I'm gonna do another one that is just gonna be the same argument that you're gonna have that you had with my hoodies, but I'm gonna go sweats or joggers.
This guy, dude. This guy.
I like.
He was so stoked for this draft and has nothing.
Okay, Mister, the beauty of the outside and
You
campfires.
said, what's
and-
your favorite things about fall? I think it's beautiful outside.
I,
all the
I'm not
trees change
disagreeing.
color?
I'm not disagreeing.
Okay, well then that was a dumb argument for you to
Okay.
pick right there,
All right.
Mr. Salty Bags. For my fourth pick, I would love to take Halloween. I like Halloween. I think it's fun.
I never.
I don't know how to spell Halloween.
HOLLO.
Let's go. And
we
then
never did Halloween.
I'm
so
gonna go.
Can't
I
put that
know.
on my
I
list.
know. I'm gonna go number 5. Fall is my favorite time to watch scary movies. I love scary movies.
I don't like scary movies.
I know you don't.
Scary movies scare me.
I won't judge you on it. they scare you, do they?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Actually, no joke.
That was the fakest. Oh no, that's terrible.
I watched a scary movie. Well, I started watching a scary movie with my siblings the other day, and then it like
With
kinda-
who? Which ones?
Josh and Leah and Kayla were all watching one.
Dude,
I when I got home and I was like,
I love your siblings.
yeah,
I love your family so much.
they're pretty lit.
It's honestly just the fact that you're the wink, like
The what?
the weakest link is crazy. Cause like,
I'm the weakest. link.
yeah, cause you're a ball player. Just some hoopers over there. I'm kidding
Yeah.
about some of it.
Yeah.
You pick.
I was just gonna talk about the scary movie, but
Okay.
I'm just saying that were watching a scary movie, and I was like, I'll watch it for a little bit, see how it is.
Yeah. What was it?
I don't even remember. I didn't stay longer than 5 minutes because it started getting a little weird, and I was like, I'm gonna go upstairs.
Bro. For real.
I'm gonna go watch something on my own
What?
TV.
Does it like mess with your sleep or what?
Not like
Is
that
it-
scary. It's
Is
like
it a like you can't? I'm not saying you can't like it's a bad thing, but like is it a? See, like I can watch a scary movie, and then go and live my life and never think about the movie again. Like it like doesn't.
it's.
Is it something that you like think about?
I don't know if it's
Like, is
something.
it,
It
like,
doesn't
live
keep
in
me
your-
up. It doesn't keep me up, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just something that is just like, if they're like, pretty real,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, all right. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to like be scared of something.
The
for
only
my
ones I
life.
don't like are the ones that play on like religion.
And this one wasn't like a demonic kind of one. It was
Yeah.
like, I don't think, at least it was so
Yeah.
far I got. It was like,
I mean, like,
it was like some, I don't even know.
I just don't like anything that plays on religion.
Yeah, it was weird.
Dude, okay. Hold on. I'm going to get into this, but you need to make your last pick, or did you already make it?
I think I had number 5, right?
Can I say one?
Let me just go with start of NBA season,
Yeah.
because the first few weeks of NBA season and the last few weeks of NBA season is
Are-
the only part of the NBA season I watch. So, first part of NBA season.
I think fall is the, like, certain stretches of it is the best time to drive with your windows down. I love driving with my windows down.
I remember we used to do that a lot in your truck, and it was
Yeah.
windows down, and you turn the heat
Turn
all the way
all the
up.
way up.
So you
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
even like.
It's like
It wasn't like freezing.
right. Yeah.
And it
Because it could
wasn't
be like
hot.
40, 50 degrees,
Yeah.
and it's like actually not bad.
I will tell
It's
you
like
right now.
low-key kind of refreshing.
I will tell you right now. This weather's pissing me off.
Yeah, because it's
Because I'm waking up and I'm going to,
freezing when you
yeah,
wake up.
I wake up and I'm going to work. It's 44 degrees outside.
Yeah.
So I'm got hoodies on or something.
right.
I get out of work at 4:30. It's 80 degrees outside. Like,
Yeah.
bro, that is so annoying.
Yeah, I know it sucks.
Like, I'm just ready for it to be like, and I honestly hate the cold. Like, I don't like winter at all, just because I don't know. I just feel like there's not much to do outside, at least. I love fall time, like mid 60s and like to 50s. That's fire weather. That's my favorite. But when it,
Least favorite part about it is that it's like the start of when it gets dark early.
yes, that
Which
blows.
is just like it's
That
such
blows.
a downer.
do you still have a pick?
No, I'm done.
Is he
Right.
done? Okay, real quick, before we recap the draft. Could you imagine living somewhere, I think it's like Iceland or Alaska or something, where it's
Yeah,
like
where it's
only sun out for like 4 hours or something of the day?
yeah.
That would
Well,
suck.
but like the suicide rates and stuff are super high there.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Right, because it's like
Oh,
you're
it's
just-
noon and it's
right. You're
dark
just like
outside.
alone with your darkness for too long.
yeah.
Like-
Like I would suck.
Yeah.
There's no way you could get me to do that. For stay there longer than
No
like a
shot.
vacation. There's just no shot. All right. What is the draft results?
So, Caleb, let's go start with yours. Number 1, you had hoodies. 2, Thanksgiving. 3, apple cider donuts. 4, sweats and joggers. And then 5, NBA. Brady, you had campfire at number 1. Leaves / landscape for number 2. Football 3. 4, Halloween. 5, scary movies.
I kind of like picking up leaves and burning them.
I don't like the smell of it.
I don't mind it.
Like bonfires are fine, but burning leaves or something like that
Yeah.
it sucks because it's just
Little
like
stanky, especially if they're wet.
yeah,
then
it's just
they're-
like thick. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I feel like a fire from like just firewood or something is just not very like
Well, it's not the same.
yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I don't know what makes why leaves have more smoke than a wood.
sometimes I'll just so you can track. I was thinking about how it doesn't matter. Sometimes I'll tell like a little fib to somebody, and then I'll forget to tell them that I was fibbing. I don't want to say lie because like I feel like it's something that you should just know, but like I was talking about with somebody the other day. They said they had some injury, and then I was like, "Oh, it sounds like this," and they were like, "Oh, well, I went to the doctor already, and that is what it was." And I was like, "Well, I studied sports medicine at ICC," and they're like, "What?" Like, yeah.
is crazy.
And then I'll just forget to tell them that I didn't ever do that. So then I'll remember sometimes, and I'm like, if they think that I did that, whatever. You know what I mean? I feel like I do that a lot, though. Just as, like, a joke. As
Well,
like
it's
a,
like because people like I see you, and I think a lot of people see you as someone that knows a lot of information and is trustworthy. So when you
Yeah,
say something
when I-
like that, it's like
right. Well, and
okay.
it also, like, doesn't help anybody else's case that, like, pretty convincing. Like,
I mean, you're a salesman, so
yeah. I mean,
business minded.
very, yeah. You're a, don't even get back to that.
Episode 13, man. Put her in the books. We appreciate you all listening.
We are still doing a giveaway on
100.
Instagram and on TikTok. Look
100.
for our TikToks. We're about to post a whole bunch of them. We've got a bunch of edited clips now that should be coming out to you. Not back to back to back, but fairly.
Hopefully this weekend.
Yeah.
That better hit because I was up till 2:30. We were up till 2:30
Yep.
doing this, and
So,
wake up at 6.
Any amount of anything that you're willing to give us for the work that we put in, we really appreciate it. Because right now,
I'll take $10 an hour.
We're currently employing someone, and we don't get paid. So neither does he. Appreciate you, Michael. But for real, thank you for hanging in there with us.
Yeah, it's been fun.
It's sick, and we'll see you again next week. But $25 to anywhere that you want to go, as long as you tell your friends, aunts, uncles, dogs, cousins, nephew, to go follow us on whatever.
Facts. 100 subscribers.
On 100 on YouTube and
300
on TikTok.
Instagram.
So, and Instagram. Yep.
But yeah, appreciate y'all.
Help us get
And
there, and
we'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.
peace.